Hey Sagittarius, and anyone else tuning in, you don't have to be a sun sign Sag to resonate with this reading. As a heads up right off the bat, let's jump in and see what's what. Sagittarius, you definitely have someone here who's looking at you. Immediately right off the bat, I'm getting that coming through strongly. We're going to take a look at who this might be, some details, their birth chart information. Some of you do know this person already. Some of you, this is someone who's looking at you, you may not know. But I feel for many of you, you do know, okay? I feel that this is someone who's thinking about approaching you. Let's get into it and see, though. Of course, right, you don't have to claim the message if it's not resonating, and if you don't want that to manifest, I mean, we're not here to just be like, yeah, the tarot reader is saying someone's returning, but I'm not in resonance with that, so, you know, you don't have to claim that. Please don't. You know, it should be your vision as well, and it should confirm what you already see for yourself. Strength, let's get into it, Sag. I'm actually a Sag moon. I have a lot of Sagittarius in my chart. Jupiter is a strongly placed planet of mine in my birth chart, sitting up in its ruling house. Well, ruling, but really, I would say that Jupiter rules Sag first, and secondarily Pisces. And so yeah, in its ninth house, and it is in the fire sign of Leo. I have a lot of Jupiter. My sun is Pisces, so Mercury Pisces as well, and Pisces is co-ruled right by Jupiter. So really, I understand the frequency of Sag quite well. Thank you guys for tuning in and connecting here. Wow, you pulled almost exactly the initial cards. If I'm not mistaken, the exact same two cards at the exact timing of Gemini. Now, you may be dealing with a Gemini. I'm hearing Capricorn as well, someone who has Capricorn or Gemini as a top 3. Sun, Moon, Rising, even Venus or Mars. Some of you, Sag, yo, this is serious. Okay, this is a big week for some of you here. And of course, wait, this is the next 10 days. Now, some of you, there's someone here who is watching you. They know you very well. I see that to this point, they've maybe had an eye on you, and I feel like they're now ready. I like what I see. I want to date Sagittarius. They want to be serious with you. Some of you, this is someone who you have a history with. I feel like it never quite ended officially, though, and I see them wanting to test it out again is the way that I'm sort of getting it. Hi, Isaac. We literally just got home. You know, I got him so many new toys. I guess it's just that he just wants to say hello to you. I hope you don't mind. I know it may be kind of distracting. Oh, it's so cute, the tail. End of his tail. Oh, what is it, Isaac? The end of his tail is a little curly. What is it? He wants to play with his toys. He wants us to play together with his toys. Isaac, where are your toys? They're all new. You should be enjoying them, aren't you? Come on. He's like, I want you to like play with them with me, which I would love to do. What? Come on, don't you want to play? Go get it. Sagittarius, thank you for bearing with puppy time. He has a little playpen come in, so hopefully we'll have that more sort of organized. Thank you in the meantime for your understanding. I know it may be kind of so well distracting, but of course it's a message in and of itself, I believe, yeah. So let's get into it. 9 of Wands. It almost ended with this person, whoever this is. It almost ended. I feel like somebody maybe even like they were very close to just kind of throwing all the cards in the air and saying, fuck it. Some of you, this person had something going on something very awkward with their family or a close friend, and like something, I mean, maybe, how do we say, it's like a third person. It wasn't really a third person, but they got involved somehow, some way. And I see for some of you that it's almost like it's definitely a karmic thing, whatever this is. It wasn't really a third party, though. How do we describe this? Queen of Cups. So let's give an example. I see for some of you, this is reminding me of that one reading where someone was like someone's broski and they were jealous of the relationship that you had or whatever, and they were talking in their ear like. Anyways, for some of you, though, this is someone who, let's say, had... let's just make a very specific example. They had a family member. Something about this family member. Okay, like, let's say, like, you maybe had a dream about someone. You're like, hey, what, you know, can I talk to you about so-and-so? Like, let's just say you wanted to talk. It's like, hey, that makes me really uncomfortable. Could we talk about that back there? Whatever happened with that person even back there? Maybe there was someone who they're following on their social media, whatever it is. This is the spitting image of the spread for Gemini. The Queen of Wands was let out. It's almost like literally like a mirror image. Okay, the Queen of Wands let out. I believe they also had that 2 of Pentacles with the other 3 2s that had come through in literally a square formation for them. And we had that Queen of Cups come through prominently as well. Some of you here, And they started with that Ace of Wands with the Strength card. That's crazy. So you guys in Empress as well was prominently placed there with the Five of Wands and the Three of Pentacles and the Hangman. And the Lovers, we pulled that as well in there. We pulled an extra bonus monthly spread for Gemini. So Sag, but I want to see here further into what it is, the Devil. It's exactly in the same position in their spread. This is so crazy. Some of you dealing with I'm hearing a Leo. Someone here who's got a lot of maybe Sag, maybe you're a cross-watcher, maybe you're a Gemini, Sagittarius, Gemini. He's so busy with that. Whew, it's a particular chew toy. So that's good. Okay, Vert Pentacles. Yeah. So let's get back to the example. Let's say Sagittarius. Like I feel like, let's say you said what is up with like that one person? Like maybe I'm hearing even your mom. It's like, this person, I feel like they it's not that there was really anything for some of you, it's that conversation is what brought the drama, not the actual situation. The Page of Cups of Four Swords, and not to say that, hey, it didn't need to happen. Some of you, you know, it's like much of it is communication. It's like, hey, if we can't talk, if we can't even talk now, yeah, that's going to be a problem. Okay, yeah, it's like, imagine two people, you know, are amazing at what they do, different departments in a company. If they cannot cross-correlate, one team has certain data they need to, you know, work with. I'm hearing CRM, maybe even another company. It's like, if they don't speak the same language, it's like, what good is their data? What good are their logistics? You know, this is a matter of the ability to kind of collaborate, okay, and to coincide. And maybe there were differences that you guys had. Maybe it's this miscommunication is a metaphor. Maybe even there was a bit of prejudice here. I'm not sure what's what. I kind of get like maybe you confronted this person with something or vice versa, and that's what sparked the drama. Now, for some of you, they almost left the situation behind. I feel something was very triggering here to this person for whatever reason. King of Swords. Somebody may have blocked someone. Something got very cold. I see kind of, again, awkward is the way I hear it. Ten of Cups. Yeah, King of Swords, Death card. Somebody maybe went into a bit of like a, for some of you, narcissistic rage is what I'm hearing. They kind of like, that's it. Like, they don't want to even like hear of it anymore. I don't know. This is ridiculous for some of you, honestly. Like, I feel like they almost dropped the whole relationship due to something that was not even like really anything. It's like, sorry, if that's not really a problem, then why do you have a problem talking about it? You know, something like that. Now, how many of you know what this is referring to? If you're able to place this energy. Also, guys, thank you so much for hitting the like button on this video. It does help make the most of this message. It helps it get around to further viewers. The sooner you hit the like, that will really help the ratio on YouTube to be able to tell. Like, YouTube is literally watching right now the number of likes, the number of views, how long we're viewing, and dislikes, by the way. It's just engagement, period. So, you know, they're like, okay, should we push it out to further viewers? You hitting the like really can make that algorithm tick in a certain, you know, yeah, in a certain way. And so, yeah, thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. There's no pressure, though, of course, right? Spirit does do what it needs to do. But yeah, just in case you're curious, if you want to know, what does a like do? It does quite a bit. And the sooner that you do like on a video, the more helpful we'll say in terms of that shifting of the algorithm. Also, of course, obviously, it's energy. So if you are to hit a like button, you're sort of speaking, you know, also the universe, hey, this is in resonance, and yeah, that's my message as well, so claim it if you feel guided. That's personally what I feel as well. Recently I've been sort of like liking videos more that I'm sort of clicking with. It kind of sets in that sort of confirmation. But anyways, no pressure, guys. This is to not be like, yeah, you should like. It's what you feel kind of comfortable with. Let's move forward. The Sun, what you resonate with. If it feels right to you. Awakening. Yeah, this person almost dropped the whole relationship. It was really close to ending. I feel that at a certain point, some of you, you know, I do feel this person acted a little bit out of character, out of control, even for some of you. Like, their behavior was really, maybe even strange. I don't know. Something maybe went down here. Can we get a little further on? I want to get a date, a time frame. When was it that this may have taken place for some of you? You got the Moon in Scorpio. We have Mars in Aquarius. Venus in Sag. I feel you guys were on weird terms after a very particular conversation or point. I feel like it was even like, hey, why do you have a problem talking about that? I hear that again. Like, hey, why? No, this made you uncomfortable. Why are you having an issue talking about that? No, I see a banana here. It's like, I have a problem. Like, if you can't communicate. This is someone who wanted to maybe have, like, control over the way the discussion would go. It's like, no, that's off limits. We can't talk about those things. It's like, excuse me? Like, this was a huge maybe turn off to you. You guys got into an argument. I feel like maybe in the past, this was going on for a long time. And then finally hit a breaking point. You're like, we have to talk about that. And it's like, don't tell me we can't talk about that. Like, you started to kind of feel like where they wanted to control, and then you were sort of like, I don't want to rock the boat, or I don't want to piss this person off, or for whatever reason. And then it's like, hell no, I'm not going to sit here and sit back. It's like it started to become like a pressure cooker for you as well. Now, for some of you, this is something I feel like is controversial possibly. Maybe this person, like, is unspoken. Like, they're trying to keep a volcano, okay, from erupting kind of vibe. It's like, there's obviously an elephant in the room. Why are we holding him back? He's not trained, he's not well trained because we're not even acknowledging him. It's one thing to have an elephant in the room and at least be able to sort of, work with him, okay? Like, start to leash it up. Okay, like, we gotta talk about what is not gonna work, because this person was trying to kind of not have to talk about something here now, and that's not gonna work. For some of you, especially with you were like, I'm not you're thinking we're never gonna talk about that? We have to talk about it at a certain point. It was starting to become disrespectful for you. For some of you, I don't know what this is. Maybe it was their ex, maybe it was their past, it could be their family, maybe their family member doesn't want to see you. I don't know what this is about. It's like, why are they acting weird? It's like they're acting weird with me. Okay, why are your families, like, can you expose this a bit? Like, why are they talking like that? Like, while I'm there. For some of you, they have a weird sibling or something. It's like, no, I don't want to talk about it. But then it's weird because, like, they're not committing to that space, and then they're also not, so this person is avoidant, ultimately, and I feel like that was the pressure cooker. Okay, you ending, like, saying, I'm not going to sit here while you're avoidant. Now, I would highly recommend to go and check out the pick a card readings that we've done if you feel like this is your message. The ones that we've done, specifically, what has the separation sort of brought up for both of you? How has your karma changed since you separated? Those readings, I feel, may have further insights. And let's get further. Mercury and Aquarius. Somebody here is in the limelight. They may be like, oh, I don't want to make a big deal in front of my career. You know, I'm hearing career mates, whatever that means. Okay, I don't want to make a big deal, like, in front of my family or, like, my this or my that. It's like, this is really disrespectful for somebody, again, because you're like, what am I to you? Am I just a compartmentalized part of your future? Am I just, like, honestly, like, a part of you? And then, because you felt a connection with this person, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't see them really wanting to come publicly. For some of you, this was the case. It can also be something related to career. It could be your boss or whatever, so-called boss. That's good. He's going to town with his little toys. So, and so it's like, you started to lose respect for this person ultimately. Why? Because you're like, well, if I'm a part of you, and we have this really strong connection, and we had a strong connection back there, okay, and then now it's like you don't want to also talk to me, you don't want to be seen with me in front of those other people. I hear it like this. Then you're kind of like not brave in my eyes, and you're not brave with yourself in front of your coworkers, your friends, your family. I hear that again. Now, this could be something subtle. It may not be that you're literally like trying to meet their parents and they're like, holding you back behind the door. This is maybe something you're just feeling, like you're picking up on. Like, I just get that they're not really wanting to sort of, it's like they're not free. They're hiding something. That's how it felt. Yeah, Moon and Libra. Yeah, this person is they may have a lot of Libra in their chart. They're the type, they don't realize that trying to keep the peace or so, whatever that means, okay, and ultimately, not wanting to confront things that are challenging. That's a shadow of Libra as well. It's like, no, let's just color, make it look beautiful. It's like, it's not just about that. We have to really break it down and say, are we being honest? Okay, with everybody here, it's like, Libra sometimes can be more like, let's just show up for everybody, and it's like, we can't do that. Not when we are, there's clearly, for some of you, this is a three-party situation. They did not want to end something maybe with another person, okay? We don't have time, I don't respect it. And you start to read between the lines, you're like, that's what it is. No, it's clear. Like, you clearly have other people that you're interested in, you have other people on your mind, you haven't made your decision yet, apparently, at least in terms of what is worth it to you, what it is you're willing to promote. Even I'm hearing that, maybe this is content, someone you work with, collaborate with, is like, why don't you want to promote my content? Like, it's not cool. And I feel like this person was kind of getting the better end of the stick. Okay, like, they were kind of, like, able to sort of, have the benefits of being in a relationship with you, but then not really commit to it in the sense of doing the shadow work that is going to help the challenges. Okay, here, how do we say, like, it was on you, okay, to kind of, like, sit back and be okay with not having this relationship progress in a way that relationships should progress in. When you're really one with someone, right? You're going to take on those confrontations and challenges together. Otherwise, there's a rift in between you. Let's clear it on the back from, this person, they have maybe a prejudiced family, or this is super specific. I mean, I'll resonate for everyone, but they may have someone here who's like prejudiced, or they didn't, or it was something of even their environment. I don't care. I'm not going to figure out his Scooby-Doo bullshit. It's Scooby-Doo. It's very silly, and I feel like you committed heavily to this. You, on the other hand, I feel like you came in with nothing to hide. It's like, I'm here, like, I'm not hiding anything. I'm gonna open you, I'm hearing that song, with arms wide open, like, I'm gonna be here for you. And it's like, you just knew, though, there was something in the eye contact between you. It's like, we're not on the same page. I'm being way more vulnerable, I'm being way more upfront. You started to compare your behavior with theirs. And something struck you as off. Okay, and you couldn't shake it. It's like, no, something is off. I can't shake it, and it was very uncomfortable, and I feel like some of you, like, you were trying to have, like, a real conversation with this person about whatever. Even you said, hey, I need to talk to you, this is fucking bothering me. You guys, this was your situation. And this person was, like, kind of making it, like, a bad thing. Okay, they were starting to try to even traumatize you, and you would do what was right to you. So they were, in other words, trying to control your behavior. Okay, the decisions that you would make. Okay, it's like maybe even they were making it like a big ass deal, like every little convo. Yeah, you see the way the cards just twirling away. Saturn and Virgo. It's like a slippery bar slope. We can never get down to the root of the conversation. Why are you such a why are you such a I'm hearing some of you you're getting manipulative. You came down to that. And that's the moment, no. You really, like, I don't care how good looking you are, I don't care how funny, smart you are. When you're trying to get manipulative like that with someone that you love, I have to go. And I have to go and question why it is that I'm what am I doing here? Some of you really, you start to realize you're not really prioritizing me, and maybe this is, again, something with business. Maybe it's a company. You're working the hardest out of everyone there, and you're like, wait a second. You start to put it two and two together. Why are those people working here getting way more, they're getting the wage increase and I'm not? Like, and partly it's because, well, are we not questioning it? Do we seem like we're just going to go along with it? We teach people how to treat us. And so, yeah, we teach people also where we're at with our higher self. Do we see our own value? Is that an absolute standard for us? Like, no, I don't appreciate that behavior. I don't appreciate someone who's not going to communicate openly and honestly with me, who doesn't also respect boundaries when it comes to my values. When you said it once, why do you have to say it again kind of vibe? Why do we have to discuss it? Why do I have to check up on you and see if we've been on the same page? Okay, yeah, and also, okay, yeah, are you actually in the flow? I feel this person, let's back it up, it's current third eye. This was very disappointing for some of you. I mean, there's no way around it. Like, this person, as you felt at the end of the day, was, like, honestly, like, in the back end, trying to make really important things to you feel insignificant in the broader scheme, and they were trying to sort of remanage, okay, how you felt you would flow best with yourself as well. You said, hey, you better tell me, if you're not serious, back the fuck out of the connection. Don't keep me hanging. I'm hearing it like this. And this person was like kind of pretending like they're not even hearing that you're needing to talk about that as well. So they're very... I want to get a little bit more on this person. We have the Sun of Scorpio in reverse. They have something they just didn't want to talk about with you. And that's not... I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care what the reason is, right, at the end of the day. Let's flip it. Would you do this to this person? Would you do this to this person? I don't think this is really anything like, I'm sorry, like, I'm so heartbroken, God forbid, my mother has passed, I can't talk to you. No, I don't feel anything like that here. Let me just check on him really quickly.
Hi, Isaac. You're doing... That's a good boy. Yes, that's from Isaac. Wow. That's a good boy, Isaac. Good boy. That's a good little toy. Good boy, Isaac.
So, nah, there's none of that here. This is more of a situation of like, what's going on, Marcus? Why can't you talk? It's like, oh, nothing, like, I'm fine, can't talk. It's like, this is freaking joke. This is a joke compared to the importance of this to you. Some of you, this person is stuck in, like, a bro culture or some sort of hyper-masculinity fest kind of energy. I'm seeing that here. It's kind of like, it's like the cherry on top of something. It's like, they're basically, for some of you, they don't deserve whatever. They are not appreciative of you. That's how you ended up feeling. I don't care what their intention is. That's how you ended up feeling. The relationship is what I'm seeing. For some, don't claim it if it's not the truth. Mars and Pisces, for you. But I just see, like, this was awkward. It's like, this person, like, knows openly that, let's say, even you're very uncomfortable with something, and they're just sitting there, like, no regard. Not like, hey, are you, by the way, comfortable? Oh, shoot, let me, like, slow down and check. Are you comfortable in the relationship? Because I know yeah, I know, because I realize I'm hearing something about Justin Bieber. I'm holding you out, girl. Like, you could be dating other people right now. But I'm literally showing you, like, enough so that you feel you're in a relationship with me. Let me just, like, check in with you. Are you feeling comfortable? No, they don't ask any of that. In the meantime, they're so busy. Okay, kind of trying, yeah, I don't feel it's anything really so significant. This is more their shadow, but not to judge them. It's just, now it is honestly on you. And I feel like that was the point you left off on. You said, I am not going to entertain anymore, whatever the hell it is. If this is what I see, you look at me with that blank ass face of a stare, okay, like that, when I'm saying that I'm uncomfortable, I have to come and tell you I'm not happy with this. we don't work together. I'm here that anymore. You know, and because honestly, I feel some of you, this is in the workplace, and you felt like they were giving different treatment to other people. Yeah? Okay, it's like they're making excuses like, we gotta fight it out. This is bullshit. They, you know, they could have taken half of this minute or half of this wage, whatever that, because this is costly, money, time, I'm hearing that as well, and they could have applied that to your wage. This is a game for some of you that they're playing with themselves, and that's where you lost respect for this company, this person, this, yeah. It's like they just want more. It's like, this is a franchise business, Mars and Leo. Yeah, very shady even. Sun, and I think honestly, like for some of you, you're happy that this cherry on top sits right where it's at on the cupcake, because it tells you a lot about also your needs in a relationship. You're like, listen, I know now what I'm not looking for. And sometimes that's worth even more than what I could have gotten in a positive way from you in this relationship. Sometimes it's the flip side, right? It's like the benefit of this I don't feel I lost anything. My time, my energy that went, yeah, I understand now what I don't want in a person as well. That I'm going to be given this much of myself to, this much of my time to. Now, yeah, this much of my story to. Maybe some of you are extremely vulnerable. Maybe they really did take advantage, guys, for some of you, especially if it's a company. Okay, now they explain, no, those are the priceless experiences, right? Those experiences that you just leave and you're just like fuming, okay, those are the priceless experiences. Because if you one day, you know, you will become a business owner of your own, whatever, you know, those experiences, you're going to be able to understand what that made you feel like as an employee, and what that really meant for you in the broader conversation, right, of your life. Like, maybe it taught you certain things, and that's something you can adopt and bring into the next phase of how you move forward in your life. You don't move backwards just because someone has a problem as well, you know? This person has a problem, clearly. Whether it's they're prejudiced, sexist, they're an exploiter, you know, they think it's all about money, okay, they don't respect their they don't respect their coworkers, their employees, they're superficial, they want to take advantage, you know, or they you know, see people as a sort of objects or whatever, you know, objectifying people and their abilities and their talents, what, you know, or even their potential, their you know, their benefit to them, their you know, their potential in the company, you know, and not seeing them as like also a human being and a person, then, you know, yeah, that's their problem. Right? You can look at it as an experience. You can look at it and say, wow, well, guess what? I see it in a different perspective. No longer that maybe necessarily we're in alignment right now, but I see it as a lesson, and I'm going to take something that can make something of that, okay? How do we say? I'm going to take something that makes something of that. This is about what you take away from the experience and how you want to incorporate that into your life, because we're never going to look on something and say it had nothing to us. This is an experience of very annoying, very irritating, very, very maybe hurtful, but you still will always take something from it, right? And so it's like, how do I, what is that thing, identifying that, maybe even like introspecting, right? Taking the time to sit in what happened here and then reintegrate that energy. And yeah, so energy is never sort of like, it's never a waste of time or however. So let's get further. Sagittarius, let's get a little further. Now, why is this person coming up? We have the Ace of Swords with the Three of Pentacles. Some of you may bump into this person. For some of you, this person going crazy. They totally miss you. They totally realize that, for some of you, there's something that has expired in another area of their life. Let's get a little bit further. There's something, this karmic situation or whatever. Well, first of all, they're realizing that they were stupid. Okay. Oh, yeah, no. If they were, like, kind of giving into something, wow, very shallow or something, like they were in a, you know, ego war even, okay, whatever. They don't want to give in. They don't want to say sorry. They don't want to admit, blah, blah. Okay, they're not in a good place right now. Okay, Five of Swords with the Ten of Swords. Their karma has hit. The time of their karma has come. And I feel like, you know, they're starting to see it, okay, from another perspective. Spirit is placing a flashlight on all of their childhood wounds right now as well, and they're realizing. Now, maybe you totally forgot about this person, okay, but the important thing to know now is that I see angel wings. This person is, for some of you it's a business, they're about to reach out to you again, okay, just so you know. For some of you, this could be from years ago, like real, like old school application style, like back in the day. I applied to that one intern and like position, and they're like reaching out, like, you know, I'm hearing from the 70s. Oh wow, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, maybe it's even something of an audition. 1, 2, 3, but it's like, hey, it's me, Creaky Carl, from like back in 02, 05, 2016. Yeah, so I kind of like remember, it's like, oh my god. I said, okay, you maybe had like a very silly, like, you left off on a silly note with them. Maybe it was an audition. Okay, let's get further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, I feel like they kind of, like, openly dismissed you. Like, they kind of made it seem like they're not interested, and you're like, okay, I'll take it as that. And you're like, bye. You really moved on. First time, you're like, yeah, wow. Oh, I'm so glad he really likes this chew toy. I'm so fucking glad. That's great. Okay, let's go further. Yeah. I feel for some of you that you thought this person was just, inconsiderate, and I feel like you felt like this person, this is maybe clueless to who this is. It's something about journalism for some of you. It's like they didn't really care about your needs. You said, hey, like, this is my dream, I want this or that. They were like, yeah, right. Maybe even it was a relationship, some of you said, hey, like, these are the things I love in a relationship. They weren't, like, coming from the perspective, oh, yeah, let's, like, kind of, like, see where we might meet at, like, halfway with each other. It was, like, they kind of dismissed everything you mentioned. It's, like, it's weird. You know when you first meet someone, it's like you would teach each other about who you are, kind of, right? It's like, this is who I am, like, these are my values. Hi, Isaac, are you enjoying your chewy toys? Good boy, good boy, yay! Good boy, Isaac, wow! Oh my god, fucking bull. Where did it go? Hold on, guys, give me a quick second. Where's the chewy toy? Where's the chewy toy? What about this one, Isaac? What about this one? Look. Oh. Good boy. That's a good boy. So, and then, yeah, it's like, it's ironic because I feel like it's like, you're like, yeah, these are my needs. Again, maybe it's even an interview. And the company was like, they were basically like, trying to kind of, they just dismissed what you said. It's like, yeah, so like, very controlling, guys. Like, yeah, so, yeah, we don't want kids. I'm hearing something like that. You know when someone has an agenda in the discussion with you, and it's like they kind of are trying to be very smart, not like, oh, you want kids? Like, they didn't, that's what I'm saying. They did not acknowledge openly, maybe it was a debate, maybe it was a negotiation. They kind of wanted to kind of not make anything of what you said, which is so goddamn manipulative and controlling. Yeah? They didn't want to talk about the fact that you have needs. This is so, I repeat, controlling. This is, maybe you didn't see it in that way at the time, but yeah. It's like, wow. I see something about lettuce. Like, maybe you were like, yeah, so like, I like this, I like that, I like these foods, I like that. And it's like, they kind of were silent. Okay, they were silent when you would talk about maybe yourself or the things that were important to you or the things that you wanted to create in your life down the line. Yeah, this person could not also, I feel, appreciate who you really were. Maybe they were very jealous as well. For some, you couldn't handle, for some of you, you're famous, some of your fame, they couldn't handle it. So they don't want to make anything of it. It's kind of like the type of person who just wants to criticize, to criticize and to complain. To be relevant. I mean, they maybe did not feel relevant in the way, yeah, that they could be to you. And so instead of being like, hey, I acknowledge where you're at, and I am going to tell you now that I'm not there yet. No. I feel instead this person was trying to remain relevant without acknowledging and being vulnerable and being like, hey, like, I feel lesser than right now. And, you know, the issue is the conversation. The issue is the openness, the honesty, the transparency. This person was maybe very, let's go. That's clear. Now, some of you, you're not at all receptive to this person anymore. I'm seeing that you're over this. Totally 10 of Wands. Done. Like, what the hell you want to say now? It's like, we are, well, no, I assume you moved on to your new company or something of that sort. Isaac, that's a tarot card. What? Where did that come from? Isaac, wow. Look at this one. Isaac, can I have it? Isaac, can you please let go? Let go. It's a message. Let me see. Can I see what it is? Come on. Let go, Isaac. Let go. Oh, you took a piece of it. Ay. Okay. These are the handy ones. I made this myself. It's not a big deal, but, well, it is what it is. Yeah. The way I'll know who this is further is that this person was starting to make you feel self-conscious. And we have that Queen of Cups. We have here the Four of Wands in reverse. It's again a deck I made. It's underrepresented Queen of Cups. Took a bite out of it. Some of you never going back to this person because your spirit is saying, remember what it made you feel like? For some of you, it made you feel like absolute shit. I feel this queasy energy in the sacral. Some of you, this is a roommate situation. They want to like talk about maybe being a roomie again. Oh hell no, I'm hearing that. No, I remember. No, you're super abusive for some of you. Fuck no, I'm not going back to live there with that situation. No, it's Tower in reverse. It's like, oh my god, no, I'm hearing that again. Now for some of you, let's get a little further. Some of you, your destiny has come. Your destiny, you are at the height for some of you with something you're manifesting. And this is usually how it does work. Like when you are elevating and your reputation is also, you know, improving. I hear that for whatever that means for you. Maybe, you know, you're working very hard at something as well. And like, yeah, you got a lot of, for some of you, definitely, eyes on you. You have, if this is a career thing, you have a few people here looking at your work, your portfolio, and I feel like, you know, your good karma is coming in, and you really have turned the page with your vibration. Okay, is ultimately what it is, and I feel like you're preparing to move into another phase of your life with your gifts. I see that here with the Magician leading out. There's something, no question, like you're very much skilled at as well, and you're gifted at. And I see that with the Star and King Wands, with that Nine of Wands and the Magician. This is something of a sacred kind of gift as well of yours, Sag, that you have and you hold the keys to, and I feel like you're getting more comfortable in that space. You're about to really manifest something huge there, and that's how it goes down like that more often than not. Okay, when you're about to elevate, then those really shady ass people from the past come through. It's like, what about now? It's like, yeah, now, no, it's not now. It's time doesn't make a difference. I saw the colors that you're of yours, and I saw your true colors, and I saw it back there, and I don't think about time now. Really, your time doesn't change anything. So it's a matter of the vibration, and maybe, you know, you find that this person has really, I just feel for the majority of you, this is more kind of just like a testy, like they're maybe triggered. It's like, wow, they're really moving on. Yeah, King of Swords, 10. It's like he put himself there. Sorry, but yeah, you did that to yourself. I hear it like that. I have nothing to say about that. I hear it like this. It's like, what do you want to say now? It's like, I just don't get that this person is really extremely apologetic. I get that. There's a lot of like still this machismo energy that is in the toxic, okay, roundabout cycle, like stuck in the rotunda of like, I'm sorry, but I'm not, you know? I'm sorry, but anything but saying it, you know? It's like, they're still trying to ride by and test you and see if you look at them, you see their face, if you're going to be like, oh my god, hi, you know, something like that. No, we don't respond, we don't react if you don't come through with an obvious, also, intention, you know? So this person, yeah, ooh, the Tower. So this is more their situation right now. For some of you, though, you're about to really step out of something, and it's official. Some of you are moving in a new direction entirely, especially if you see your energy. It doesn't really matter, but the strong Queen of Wands energy coming through. Some of you, this person is extremely triggered. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. You're doing very well with something. I think that, you know, it's like that moment when you're like, I don't need drama. Otherwise, I would have hit you back up, bro. It's like, I'm not looking for no bullshit, no disrespect. I'm not here to see, like, who you suddenly are. If you are that new person and you're changed, you would have shown up right in front of me. I'm not looking back and wondering, yeah, if you are at the same time we're playing that stupid game. Okay, the sun, no, I'm sorry. We gotta call it out. Okay, yeah, the silly game of, like, are you also, you don't really mean it, you're saying bye, but you don't really mean it. It's like, please, can we move on from that? No, I'm gonna ghost you, I'm not talking, it's like, are you still checking my messages? Like, something so silly like that, okay? What's such a waste? That's why, you let go of that. That's why you are now in this Nine of Pentacles energy, this Queen of Wands, you're ready to, to step into the world as a whole new person. Honestly, you're a leader now, okay? Yeah, that's why, because you let go of that game. So this person coming back, like, she's still acknowledging the game, and where we freaking left off with it, it's like, no. Why should she? When she's building out her empire. The Queen and the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, to a Sagittarius, what more could we ask for? 9, by the way, is your ruling house. Pentacles? Why not? You know, it's like, no. You're also very independent. Some of you are an entrepreneur now. It's like, you don't need to listen to this stupid boss. I'm hearing it like this. This person wanted to just exploit you. This person just wanted to be your boss. So for some of you, it's a moment when maybe you even just kind of feel the good karma from the vantage point of those people who I'm not checking up on them to see if they got their karma. It's just like, now I'm seeing they got their karma, okay? I'm seeing how also desperate they are. Maybe they're like, hey, you're the best person to work with us. Can you want to, like, work this? Fuck no. You're really that. Oh, sorry, you need, like, a concert, someone to tend to it? No. Sorry to hear, no. It's like, it's kind of, like, sad that you have the audacity to even return. I'm seeing a Scorpion here. I'm seeing a Scorpion here on the Queen of Wands. Some of you Scorpio. You have real strong Mars or Pluto, 8th house, where you've got heavy contact. Your heavily contacted birth chart with your Mars or with Pluto. You honestly were a goddamn gift to this. I'm hearing this nation, even. I don't know what else. 7 nation army couldn't hold him down. To this company, to this country, I don't know, take it as you will. Or maybe it's a political thing, whatever. It's like, yeah, no, I saw you back there. It's like, you don't know who I could be. And like, honestly, letting you go, help me resurface as this Queen of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. Help me convert, yeah, I'm hearing convert, actually, my dreams into so-called reality. Convert my dreams into reality. Convert my vision into something that I can actually see. You know, this person was honestly kind of distracting. So when you are ascending and you make that karmic break, they will return because it's part of that relapse energy, right? It's part of the contract in a way, right? When, you know, you have to go through phases, right? It's like detoxification. So it's a test. This person will come back. They'll be like, are you sure and shit? Yeah, I'm sure, with that 9 of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. This is what feels right. Yeah, sure, maybe I'm more solo, more independent, but at least I'm building something that actually gives back to me. This person was a liar for some of you. I'm hearing that as well. And you could not trust them at every turn of the road. No, devil in reverse. You're happy about this person. I'm sorry. You're totally like a different person. But more the person that you feel you tell yourself to become, not you feel you need to become to improve the life of this other person, or to, you know, how do we say, impress this other person, or, you know, to be more of what they want. That's so bullshit. And why should we ever feel that we need to change who we are to be more with someone, you know, like in a certain way, like, you know, it's like, oh, like, he's not into me unless I'm like more like that. It's like, ew, you know, that's so, and that's sad if somebody knows that that's the impact they're having on you, and they're milking it. Okay, yeah. Again, like we said, they're not checking in. Hey, how are you feeling, by the way? Are you feeling empowered in this connection we're in? Because I'm acknowledging that we're in one. I feel this person was trying to make it seem like it was nothing, like that you were given it, and that's classic exploitation. Classic. It could be a relationship, it could be a career. 3 of Swords in reverse. You healed, why should I go back? Okay? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, I don't want to have to spend on salt anymore for the wound. I don't want to disinfect it. It's been healed. So why do I know? So why do I need to, like, rediscuss as well? Now, for some of you, like, I feel like some of you here, like, you're in a very good position in your life. You're very happy with something, and I feel like, honestly, for some of you, you may have even, you know, you found something else that works for you. You may have even rebounded for some of you here with some experience that really works for you with that Page of Wands and Knight of Wands. And the world, why the fuck should you turn back? You're like, in this situation here, why should you turn back? Strength. Some of you, maybe it is the same person, okay, but it's just an expectation. And hey, I mean, no one will say, like, never say never, but, like, with Justin Bieber style. But if this person does happen to return, at least there is a standard here, and the vibe has turned a bit here, yeah, with that Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, strength, okay, with the world. But for some of you, with that 9 of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, yeah, because, you know, if someone is going to exploit you, it's, you know, what they'll do is they'll try to make it seem, it's all basically perspective, right? They're just trying to, first of all, control your perspective, and then make it seem as if, right, you don't really have something you're offering. That is the classic, also when we're talking about anything narcissistic related, right? Yeah, it's like, they're going to try to make you feel, like, insignificant, that you have nothing that you're giving, when in reality, okay, that person is extremely dependent on you. They're treating you like you're the empath and you're the one who is emoting. No. Narcissist is incredibly addicted as well to your energy. Okay, that's where it really sets in, and the irony is, you know, when people also do such things as ghosting and blah blah, right? Oh no, I guess they're not interested. No. If somebody has to ghost, and we're not talking about people who are crazy, I'm really trying to underline that. Okay, I knew it. Beyonce was my twin flame. I fucking knew it. It's like, that's why she restraining order. She can't handle my love. It's like, no. No, I'm sorry. We're not talking about that. We're talking about, right, situations where someone is, like, kind of acting in a really extreme manner, okay, and ultimately narcissistic. Well, this is what feels comfortable for my ego. I don't want her to know that I'm really on the line emotionally with her, so I'm gonna just ghost her. That's it. Oh, that's what I'll do. It's much easier that way, and then I won't have to deal with her projecting me. You know, that's what we're talking about. Where it's like, and then this person's secretly on the down, like, pining over you, stalking, etc. Now, whatever, we don't need to prove anything, but for some, you know, it gets to the point where you gotta call it for what it is. This person you know, it's funny, them ghosting and doing these such things and acting like they don't care. Those people, most of all, usually they care the most, and actually they probably care more than you do. If anything, you're hooked because you're like, I'm kind of curious why it is that this is happening, you know, and that usually that'll happen 1-2 times. You'll meet a lot of people here until you get a hang of that frequency and how it works, until you purge also that curiosity. You need to understand why someone is acting like a complete fucking weirdo. For some of you, this person is no, they were dishonest, they were not honest, they weren't true, they weren't vulnerable, they were taking you in circles, acting like they're interested in some ways on one hand, and then on the other, they would, for some of you, ghost, or, you know, and so it's all a tactic, it's all a manipulative ploy, and I feel like some of you here, you really got a hang of it, and you just checkmated that whole game, so that's where now they don't have anything to really, for some of you, feast on, okay? Yeah, and it was a parasitic relationship for some, it could have been. It's like, that's not making me feel good, and then you realize, like, I'm just curious. That's all it is, and I'm not really, why should I live my life curious? Okay, like, a mystery is not a bad thing inherently, but, like, when it is to the point where then you realize I am literally spending my precious life trying to understand why this person, you knew something was crazy with this person, like, why are they acting like that? Crazy in the sense of, I don't feel this is something you would do. If you're not emotionally available, and you knew it, okay, you wouldn't try to make this person feel lesser than so that they would stick around. You wouldn't do that. So it's like, something was off with it. You knew it. Something was crazy with this person. For some of you, they're an athlete. Something was crazy. I'm going to say it again. Because they were making you feel crazy. We got to checkmate it. They were making, you feel crazy. You started to think, wait, like, am I kind of, no. Am I thinking maybe too much? No. This person, you're not, unless you do have something going on, you would know. For yourself, right? But please talk to a person practitioner. It's a general video. But, no. Like, that's why you're at this reading. That's why you would even have that thought to begin with. Okay? Yeah. This is, and it's not like you don't have a relationship with them. I feel that you did have a connection with them, given the cards that I'm reading here. But again, this is a general video. Anybody can tune in. And so, no, but I do feel like you had a relationship, you had a connection. I don't feel you're the type, like, this is most likely a very rare kind of dynamic. Again, like we said, until you purge this, you know, curiosity energy when something is, but, maybe you met people who had a similar behavior and you started to kind of get the hang of it, like, okay. You started to get clear on what this was. It wasn't love, it wasn't interest, it was selfishness. It's not a matter of the love. They loved you, they like you, blah, blah, but that's not going to communicate it for them. And it's not going to make them brave. It's not going to be the factor. Bravery is very different, right? Let's give an example. In the birth chart, you have your sun sign, you have your moon sign, you have your Mercury. Honestly, all of that is one side of the story. You really want to look at your Mars sign, right? When it comes to how one will actually express and pursue what it is that, let's say, turns them on, what their pleasures are. Venus, let's say. Okay, the Venus sign will never be the Mars sign. The Mars sign is going to tell you more about that perspective, how they approach, how they assert. So this is similar. Just because they, let's say, have a lot of love for you or interest and you guys are very compatible, doesn't mean that they're going to be ready to also take that on. And that's going to also obviously come down to free will. The Mars sign will never do it officially for them as well, right? Free will. You can have two people with the same exact birth chart and they're going to, you know, completely handle their life differently given the will. So for some of you, this goes back to it. You realize, okay, that no, this person, why should I be curious? And so you did have a relationship with them. I feel like for some of you, this is a rare dynamic in the sense that it's not like, you know, okay, I mean, if you're having a lot of relationships and then that's something maybe you want to think about, and we'll keep the door open with that. But I feel for the majority of you, this is a very rare situation where this person really threw you off, okay? And you usually would have an otherwise very simple sort of maybe breakup, getting together. In this case, it was very different. And so you started to say, like, no, there's a reason why, and I'm going to trust myself, and I'm not going to question myself. And I think that was the main issue in this connection, is that they were making you doubt what it is that you were seeing, okay? And the issue was, maybe that they couldn't talk about it doesn't mean that it's not happening. So let's get into the day by day really quickly, and then we're going to move into the next sign. Yeah. This person is very triggered that you are moving on in your life, and that you're okay without them. I'm going to say it like that. They can't believe that you're okay without them, something of this sort. And possibly because they were expecting whatever this was that they were, you know, trying to do to keep you in the ring, it wasn't working. So that was very disruptive to their survival, basically, tactics, because that was also part of what was sustaining their ego. So I think you really kind of threw a wrench in this person's experience, okay, in some way or another, okay, of how they deal with love, is a good thing, right? We play sometimes that so-called dark angel, okay, where they're maybe very much like, wow, she's like making me feel that, this is fuck off, okay? No. If you are feeling insecure because I'm not going to make your bullshit sound, okay, sweet, also to another's ears, I don't know what that's about now. There could be, again, a third party, and you is getting complicated, and you're like, okay, you're asking me to do that. I'm not going to do also that. I see a grasshopper here. I see a reptile here. I don't know what that's about. Maybe this is something about, like, a pet shop with reptiles. I don't know. Super specific. I see something about a pet shop. Like, you know, where they're under the lamps. Anyways. It's like you're asking, no, okay, a little bit too much here. Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, Death card. Yeah, so for some of you, they're also threatened, I feel, because... obviously there's an emotional side, but then at the same time there is something more even in terms of the reputation, the public reputation. So yeah, I feel like this is something a bit, this is though going to be very much clarifying to you in terms of the path that you're on, which is positive. I feel that for some of you, you're moving in a new direction, and it is something that you're able to appreciate. So this is something that is also, let's back it up, very, very controversial though, something that I feel has a lot more coming, okay, to it. For some of you, it may be that this is a twin flame, it may be that, but it's really a matter of, I don't see that manifesting if that is the case, for about 7 or 8 months, okay, even I'm hearing 11 months may be like a golden month for some of you if this is truly, but this is something more that needs really you to sort of sit in this energy, and that really reminds me of the Gemini reading. So if you feel guided, do check out the Gemini read. I'm also seeing Scorpio here, and possibly even Taurus, even Leo, okay, really, really strong, even Libra, okay, so strong Leo, strong Taurus. I'm hearing Virgo for some, but Gemini really strongly, and Scorpio yet again. Let's back it up, clear throat chakra, really strong air and earth. For some of you, and again, yeah, Scorpio, even with that Death card and the King of Cups, some of you, I think that, you know, this is, it may even be, again, not Two of Pentacles in the theme, wow. It's a matter of you staying committed to your values and your vision. You do have that Page of Cups. Some of you honestly, truly have moved on. So, you know, this is something that is working for you. So keep moving with that is what I'm saying. And this is more this person's test. This person, if they are true, I feel like they have to see you not